Hey, is this thing on? Hello? Hey, is this thing on? Welcome, guys, to my live review, of course, of Monday Night Raw. This is a Club of the Man 1993. I'm actually live from my cell phone from my car tonight because, well, you know, I've been out all night. So I decided I would just read from my car because I felt lazy to drive home and go to my computer. But, so I'm going to talk about the episode of Raw. And yes, before we get started, I know Dean Ambrose made his return tonight. And you know what? I'm excited about it. It's awesome. I will talk more about it, though, at the end of this live review when we review what happens in this review. I'm really here to talk about first about Vince McMahon himself. You see, Vince McMahon, as I keep talking about him, Road Dogg, the rest of the WWE creative writing team, they all think that they're the shit. They think, oh, we've got everything in the palm of our hands. We're the big leagues. We're the major leagues. We're where everybody wants to be. So let's slack off of this, right? Let's just, worry about building that amazing star, that golden boy Roman Reigns that we all just want to have achieve his crowning moment this Sunday night at SummerSlam when he defeats the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. But then, of course, tonight I heard apparently, well, before I saw the highlights, that Raw had some good things to it. So maybe Vince McMahon and Road Dogg and all are not such bad guys after all. Maybe they actually do care about their product. I don't know. In fact, I want to show you guys put my even video production knowledge from having a video degree to the test and see if me learning some theories of Vince McMahon actually works well. So I'm going to show you a little trick here for video production called, this is a video recording actually, guys. I'm not really live right now because I recorded this video on my cell phone before I drove home from my buddy's house tonight. And I'm really just trying to first test out share screening and to, outdo Vince McMahon in some ways and show him that this really isn't that tough to do. So that being said, I'll see you guys shortly, actually live, and hopefully the share screen doesn't screw up. All right, guys. Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a corny little joke. But, guys, yes, this is live for real this time. This is not me, some dumb recording again. I more so was just trying to think of an entrance, special entrance to that because I feel like I always do some type of goofy little entrance for the heck of it. And with the fact that Dean Ambrose returned tonight, I don't know. I thought I really want to test out screen sharing on YouTube here because I might eventually do some try to spice things up a little bit somehow. So then I thought back to a segment from Monday Night Raw. It was the Raw before Survivor Series 2014. It was a segment where Bray Wyatt was doing that whole thing of explaining how Dean needs to just embrace them and he could save you and this whole thing would go away. And then Ambrose did some little spooky magic trick, as he called it, having a early video recording and him just attacking Bray. And I thought of that and I'm like, you know what? Let's just do that for some of this corny or whatever for hell of it. But that was that. But yes, guys, what is going on? As always, this is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you, and I am live for real this time for my live review of Monday Night Raw from the August 13th, 2018 edition of Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for SummerSlam 2018 that took place in Greensboro, North Carolina. I apologize, I was not able to watch the episode of Raw tonight live because I was out visiting friends all day. Unfortunately, our plans got screwed up due to Mother Nature, which I've already put Mother Nature on the list how many times. It stormed, and my power went out also here for about 30 minutes also. So it's been quite an eventful day. Fun day, but eventful. But, of course, I'm here now to review Raw. I got home, I caught the highlights, and I know it's like 1:45 in the morning right now, but I have a chaotic week this week, so I'm just going to get this review out of the way. So I'll kind of fly through this, but I will check the live chat here and there to see who's all there. But overall, this episode of Raw was better. Like some stuff at least felt, a little bit more intriguing than it has been recently. But there was still some stuff I was like, this is garbage. Like, why is this happening? So not going to be really not as much ranting in this video. Maybe just a tad bit of ranting, but not really as much. Most of the stuff was like, all right, that was that, whatever. Nothing like, why. But so let's get right into it. First, I have 5 years, as it says in here in my on the Google Hangout. So let me check the live chat, see who is all here. We got Lauren saying first, Raw was better than last week, to be honest. Oh, definitely. Constipated Corbin, but still sucky. She gave Raw. Dean looks so badass. Waited for this whole night. Great that you're here, Mike. And hello, everyone. I have a feeling he'll turn on Seth, but knowing that it won't happen. Dean, the future monster heel, is back. Wahaha. What's up, Larry? Did you guys think Raw was better than last week? Nice review from the car. Hello, that was funny. Haha. There he is. Yes, nice shirt. Thanks. Well, actually, let me see here. I'm wearing my Pirate shirt. It's Starling Marte on the back here. Even though the fact that I was so disappointed in him for being suspended for steroid use last year, he's having a good year this year so far. So as long as he's not cheating again, I'll be a little lenient on my hometown player. Nice joke there, Miz. Renee was awesome. Can we replace Tom or Byron with her? Let's replace Byron. I don't mind Tom. We can put Byron, but we'll talk about Renee also. Larry said Raw was definitely better than last week, but I don't want to give them too much credit because it was a go-home show. This Sunday at SummerSlam, make Dean turn on Seth and be a Heyman guy. Dean Amber's becoming a Heyman guy. That's very interesting. Lauren Cup highlights. What's up, T and Couponer? Rise go on again. So basically, Bailey and Sasha are jobbing pretty much. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Yes, we will talk about also the death today we heard of also. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, geez, are you all right, T and Couponer? You say you had to go home work because of heat exhaustion. Did you hear about the Orton allegation? Yeah, the article about apparently Orton exposes himself when meeting new writers or something like that. I highly doubt that's true. That's ridiculous. He's feeling a little better. Definitely drink some water or take a cool shower. No idea where Dakota is, but we'll get started here because again, it's really late at night, but I need to get this review out of the way. So thank you to Robbie, Larry, Lauren, and T and Couponer for joining me live. So again, we didn't catch Raw live tonight because, well, I was supposed to go to a water park today, but then it stormed. So then I just went back to my buddy's house. Well, I hung out with like two of my close friends today, and we just went to war at it with Skippo, Yahtzee, and Uno Attack for the rest of the night. And of course, Jeopardy also. We watched Jeopardy. But anyways, getting off track here, let's review this episode of Raw Night. Overall, again, it was better. It wasn't great. It wasn't god-awful. But there was stuff I'm just like, meh, whatever. So let's get right into this episode of Raw. Keep the stuff coming in the live chat as well, guys. And we will get to that as well. So we opened up, for once, not with a corporate pro. We come out with Ronda Rousey. And then she begins by mentioning the passing today, if you have not heard yet. Natalia's father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, passed away today. I did not get to read any articles about, what exactly happened that led to his death or anything like that. But whatever happened, my prayers and condolences do go out to the Hart and the Neidhart families, definitely on the loss of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He was Bret Hart's former tag team partner, played a great role in the Owen and Bret Hart feud back in like the mid '90s as well. Just another great talent from another great wrestling family as well. So I would like to pause for a couple seconds to remember the life of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Thank you, Ray. But anyway, so we open up and Ronda starts cutting a promo about Jim, which I felt this was a nice, little heartfelt promo. Had a little bit of an emotional element to it. So yes, Ronda's not the cleanest on the microphone, but her not being as smooth on the microphone, getting a little more emotional with this segment worked out in the positive note pretty much. Mentions is that any loss is heartbreaking, lose a father though. Saying that fathers are pillars of strength in a hostile world, reassurance that everything is going to be okay. But when the reassurance is ripped away, we have to face the fact that our father raised us to be pillars our families need when they're gone. She tells Natty to stay strong, that we all love her, and mentions how Alexa Bliss cheated to beat her time and time again. And on Sunday, she's going to become the new Raw Women's Champion. And then she introduces the superstar that's going to beat Alexa tonight, Ember Moon. Shortly after Ember enters, we get Alexa Bliss and now her new ally, Alicia Fox. This is Mickey's Hurt. They come out and says she's glad she's making friends because the good times are about to come to an end. She recounts her own credentials and calls Ronda again an overhyped rookie. In SummerSlam, she's going to be humiliated when she's sick and tired of hearing about her and seeing the dumb look on her face week after week. In 6 days, it's SummerSlam. She's not taking the chances of having her arm yanked out of her socket, so she spoke to Constable Corbin, which also Alexa Bliss put over the fact that Kurt Angle protects everybody, all her champions, his champions except for her. And he even goes out of her way again to say that he escorted Roman Reigns out of the building to protect Brock Lesnar. Again, just sounding like, oh, get the sympathy. You can't force this war all down my throat, Vince. Anyways, but that's that. But not going off to page too hard here. So she spoke to Constable Corbin, and he suggested she hire her own security. So security comes out, they hit the ringside, and then Alexa, when Ronda wasn't looking, Alexa pushed Ember Moon into Ronda, who was on the apron, and Ronda fell off. She got into the ring, and then she started beating down all the security guards, and then one of them just ran off and ran for the hills. And then she also takes out Alicia Fox with an arm drag. And then we had the match, Alexa Bliss and Ember Moon. It was an all right match. It wasn't too bad. Thought these two worked good together. I liked also how, didn't make Alexa look completely weak in the ring, but also we, of course, continue to bring out the best in Ember Moon. As we all know, she's definitely a future women's champion as well. Don't know when that's going to happen. But, of course, couldn't ever beat a champion. We couldn't have, a good upcoming talent like Ember Moon lose. So we had to get shoot, what was it again? We had to have a disqualification, and just for Ronda to run in there and just stare down Alexa Bliss, and we're gonna get the match Sunday. So that's how we start off the show. Good promo by Ronda, talking about the memory of Jim Neidhart, and as well as match with Alexa and Ember wasn't too bad as well. We all know Ronda's probably going to win at this point. I mean, I don't know that. I don't think. And this sounds like strange to say, but I don't think you could boo Natalya. They had Natalya turn. The only way that Ronda Rousey would lose is like Natalya turn, or like what if Ember Moon would come out and turn on her or something like that, or I don't know. I really don't think Ronda's losing on Sunday. I think. I mean, again, Alexa Bliss, a lot of people give her crap. I agree. She gets a lot of opportunities. I still think she's a good talent, but gotta keep her out of that women's title picture for a while. I feel just, freshen her up a little bit before you put her back into it. Ronda's winning on Sunday, no doubt about it. We're going to talk more about that later on as we're going to do my predictions for SummerSlam. Ember Moon again wins by disqualification. And then we get commentary also. Apparently, the Raw 1000 is going to be taking place on October 16th later on this year in D.C., I think it was. And then we get a recap of recent events involving Lesnar and Heyman with some new footage from Renee Young's interview with Paul Heyman. And now he revealing that he nearly gave a caveat on Brock's victory. Also, again, I forgot to mention again the show also, Renee Young was on guest commentary tonight, and I thought she did an awesome job. Deserves to be definitely get on commentary permanently. Like Lawrence has said, to replace someone else, your Tom Phillips or Byron Saxton. I mean, I'm okay with Tom Phillips. I agree. Byron Saxton is just really I'd rather have her replace Byron. But yeah, Renee Young did a great job. And she sounded intelligent. She sounded like she knew what she was saying. I mean, yeah, she wasn't the head commentary, but being like a side commentator, I think she did her part very well. Replacing Coach for tonight. We see Kurt Angle and Corbin backstage bickering. Corbin went over Kurt's head on some matches, and he has to go to the ring. Ziggler and McIntyre roll up, and Dolph needs him about Seth Rollins not being here yet. And Angle says he had PR work in China and he has some delays, but he'll be here tonight, and they can go wait for him somewhere else. Corbin comes out, teasing a match, and of course it ends up being a match with him and Tyler Breeze. Match was what it was. Corbin won, hitting the deep six on Tyler Breeze, get the victory. He gets on the mic and talked about how good he is and how he's going to beat Finn Balor up on Sunday and it's time for Finn to wrestle his opponent, Jinder Mahal. So Jinder Mahal and Neil Singh come down. Baron shakes their hand, and they go to leave, but remembers he forgot that Finn is such a big man and a big start that he's going to be happy fighting two guys at once in a handicap match, and his other opponent is Kevin Owens. So then before the match starts, Angle comes out. All of a sudden, he realizes, oh, I can actually make matches too. Of course, he's letting Corbin go over his head without, and Kurt's finally, speaking up, saying, I can make things involved, change things in matches too, so they can't cancel this match, but I can modify it. So he made Braun Strowman Finn Balor's tag team partner, pretty much. Match happened, just for way to, again, just treat Braun Strowman like a complete kiss up back. And also just, further on the storyline with Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman. Afterwards, as always, Kevin Owens ran away from Braun Strowman. Apparently, he hid in a car. It wasn't even his. I saw the post interview, the Fallout interview afterwards. So, yeah, the match was what it was. Owens and Strowman could be still could be an interesting swerve on Sunday some ways, but I don't expect much from it. Balor and Corbin. So you can put on a decent match, I'll give it that. But, the storyline just makes no sense. My thing is just have Balor beat Corbin, and then we'll talk more about it. I'd say, have, Balor go on a feud with Ziggler for the IC title or something like that at Hell in a Cell, I'd say. Well, again, I'll talk about more of my predictions in my SummerSlam predictions stream, which will be sometime this week. I'm not sure when. But, we had that. And also, of course, after Strowman chases Owens away, Corbin comes back out of nowhere and hits Balor with the End of Days. Let's check the live chat really quick here and see what we got here. Let's see here. Where were we at? Let's see. Ken Coupon says he's drinking 128 ounces of water at work, but sweat too much. Yep. Don't you hate when WWE spoils everything before it happens? They never used to do that. I agrees. I agrees. Wow. Lauren said also that this review should be too long. Not really. Definitely. I don't think so. She says, sorry, I haven't posted my son's number. I've been busy. No worries. Rhonda, I still chart behind her, she's gonna be rooting for Alexa. She's not gonna be rooting for Rhonda. No worries. Don't stress yourself out. As Larry said, sad that only Bret Hart is alive from the Hart Foundation '97. Yeah, I did see that photo, and they're all blacked out. And then the Hart was the only one in color. I didn't even notice that. I think Heyman and the Heyman Lesnar segment was planned. Told you guys it was all a setup. Pretty much, yeah. Hit the thumbs up for Mike. He's awesome. Yes, definitely. Thank you, King Larry. B-Team face, definitely. Now, did you see the reaction they got after they retained? Yeah, I did see that. I mean, I think they are starting to go more of a face direction with them, but I'll give it a little more time. Little by little, becoming a B-Team fan. I mean, again, I think the B-Team, again, well, I'll wait to talk about the B-Team more when I get to the match they had. Did you hear Maria has a broken wrist? I did not hear that, but ouch. She strained while she was training for a comeback. She's still on SmackDown, but her hubby is on Raw. Yeah, why are they separating Maria and Mike? I mean, they could still work together. I don't get the BT go music. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not a fan. I guess I just like their old theme music better. Where was Kurt tonight backstage? What the? Mike's on fire. I am. Thank you. Ronda again attacked the security. Why is Roman getting cheered? I don't know. Kurt was in hundreds of segments as always. Was he here today? I think WWE should release Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, to be honest. I mean, would hate to see that. I mean, again, I know Jason Jordan just got thrown into a random storyline that he's kind of getting, like heel heat for. I mean, Chad Gable, I just don't get why they had to separate. They should have just brought over Gable and Benjamin to Raw. Well, at least another credible tag team there. And again, like bring back Jordan, have them be like a heel stable or something like that. I would have been interested in that. But just throwing Chad Gable on Raw to be a kind of single star, wasn't a fan of that. But yeah, I'm worried if I did that. Angle was there, Lauren in the ring during the final segment. For the return, Roman's not getting cheered that much. Trust me, people that were allowed in the arena. It said it was 85% booing. Revival did the heart attack during the match. If Ronda's dominated these past 2 weeks, it's a fact that Alexa's retained. Yeah, it's the other thing too. Whenever they have someone dominate, like how Sting did in the build for the Triple H match at WrestleMania 31, they might have something up their sleeve and do not put the title on Ronda right away. We'll see what happens. They have to go out of the way and pull off something big, I feel. Imagine Mickey returns at SummerSlam and turns on Alexa and inserts herself into the title match and wins the title and turns face. Be interesting. Renee did a great job tonight. Lauren wants Booker T back, and King and JR. Wouldn't be a bad commentary team. Yeah, Renee was refreshed on commentary. She doesn't like Coachman as a commentator. He was better as a GM and wrestler. Yeah, too much, like other sport references. Yes, poor Tyler Breeze, I agree. Was Renee's reaction shocked when Dean returned? I don't think she really gave much of a reaction, really, honestly. Yeah, we know Dean and Renee are married. Breeze is stupid. She never liked him. I still thought he was at least going to be a talented mid-card on the main roster, but yeah, it's unfortunate. And I don't know where Fandango is, if he's been injured or not. Breeze was better than NXT, definitely. Jinder facing Lashley at SummerSlam. Nope, I don't think either one of them have a match. I mean, thank goodness Jinder, but Lashley, my goodness, I feel so bad for him. I'd be honest, I popped so hard when Ambrose's music hit, I didn't get the full experience of the commentary team reaction. Oh yeah, the Ambrose turn's awesome. Fandango's injured at the moment. I see. Did you hear JR thinks Rude needs to turn heel? I agree, definitely. Dina love, but watch WWE ruin him. They better not. Rude's definitely a great heel in TNA and NXT as well. That haircut by Ambrose, of course, Rude needs to turn heel again. He thrives as a heel. It's pretty much like a Miz, pretty much. Like that. That's why I compare Bobby to Miz. Dean needs a heel turn because he came back with a new look. Maybe it could be a few indicators of a new storyline. We got Dakota. What's up? He says he gave Raw a C+. Also, that triple threat tag match was awesome. That match was pretty good. I'll give it that. I was watching Arrow. I was confused. She was on SmackDown. He isn't. I would bet anything Ambrose will cost the match Sunday. That is the only way I see Ziggler retaining. No Roman was cheered. They cheered for Roman when Lesnar was attacking him. Lashley is facing Elias. It's something like a squash match, and Renee was good at commentary also. And hey, everyone. And it's here. I don't know if it's official between Lashley and Elias. Might be stupid. We have enough matches also. Ken Cooper, I actually do agree. I did kind of see the resemblance of Triple H with Dean Ambrose with the new look tonight, definitely. But again, we'll talk about that more when we get to towards the end of the review. But thank you guys for stopping the live chat. Let's keep things rolling here. But anyways, then we see a backstage segment with Kurt Angle on the phone trying to reach Seth Rollins, not having any luck. Drew and Dolph roll back up again, and McIntyre speculates that Rollins is scared. Maybe they finally broke him. Ziggler says being Rollins up has done wonders for their brand, and they wonder what happens if he can't sign the contract. So Kurt says, don't worry, he will be here. Dolph wants to look at the contract and Angle of leagues, leading Ziggler to screw with him by suggesting he misspelled his name. Then we see Bobby Lashley warming up backstage. This doesn't look good. We then get a local singer named Ricky Roberts played by former PWX World Heavyweight Champion John Skyler, who, if you're not familiar with, apparently is a great in his year-long blood feud against a former tag team partner, Corey Hollis, is very recommended, which Cage Size he is saying. He's introduced, and he says his favorite world musician is Elias. He says one day he's going to be the Hall of Fame, and Elias will come to his face and say those magical words. Elias cuts him off. He grinds on how big of a fan he is and tells him he can impress him tonight if he beats and he humiliates Bobby Lashley. So it's like Bobby Lashley against a random dude. All of a sudden now, how do you go from Bobby Lashley facing, Roman Reigns and beating him and then losing to him? It's 1-1, and now he's nowhere close to the Universal title picture. So we go on. The director talks about how his career is going and all this. the engagements he has coming up, and says he'll probably perform his greatest song at SummerSlam. He runs down Greensboro on his song, and Bobby Lashley comes up, uses the microphone, and tells Ricky they've already got one no-talent clown who plays the guitar, and when he turns around, he's hit with the guitar, and then Bobby Lashley for once turns around, gets angry, and hits a spine buster on him. So what did that even accomplish? Pretty much nothing. Once again, Bobby Lashley just, came out there to have a match and he got hit by a guitar. He's one person I'd say, just get out, Bobby. You've been treated like crap since you came back here. I don't know what's been. I still think the stuff with him and Sammy was worse than this, but this is just stupid. How do you go from being in a main event level caliber situation, now you're just back down to here. Now you're pissed off. You beat Roman once. He beats you once, but you're a loser now, apparently. Makes no sense. Anyways, backstage, we have the B team being interviewed, and Bo Dallas is upset because the odds of them winning are even lower. Axel tries to reassure him, but Dallas says they only have a 33.3333333% chance, and it doesn't matter how you do the math, they're in trouble. Axel says math didn't get them where they are. Teamwork did. Even if this fails, it's been the best run of their lives, and they're going to run for their lives. So then we see Ziggler and McIntyre reading the contract backstage. And then we have a triple threat match for the Raw tag titles, the B team taking on the Leaders of Worlds and the Revival. Like Dakota said also when he first came on the live chat, this actually was not too bad of a match. We also did see a heart attack in the match, probably just a way to dedicate towards Jim Neidhart as well and the rest of the Hart family. So good back and forth action here, but not really too much for the top of the side. I didn't see the whole match, saw the highlights. And then the Shatter Machine towards the end of the match was hit on Bray Wyatt. Like the Revival was about to win, but then Axel sneaks in, throws Revival out, and out of luck again, the B team win. So I guess, I don't know why. I guess since, the Revival didn't get pinned tonight, I guess they're going to face the B team on Sunday. So it looks like, the B team is still starting to transition more into a babyface role, which, I'm fine with because the B team, yes, they're nothing special in the ring whatsoever. But I still find them entertaining because they're playing the role of two guys that, weren't much of anything. And now they just pretty much changed their name and whatnot, give themselves, some type of different, different appearance. And they've been on a roll. But I think they're playing the role of they're still getting lucky pretty well. Such as the segments where they're imitating Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, and it's okay, how do we shut this thing off right now? So that works because that's what we're supposed to believe. And then they keep getting lucky with their victories. But I think they are becoming more and more entertaining. Plus, also they're two underutilized talents, definitely, in Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. So that's why I myself am still getting a little more behind the B team pretty much, as I'm just happy they're finally taking it seriously. Again, the gimmick they play, yeah, it's supposed to make me feel like they're nothing but jokes, but now it's you're starting to believe hey, and which is probably why they're starting to transition more into a babyface role. But I'll wait for sure again until see what happens with this whole thing with them and the Revival. But that's a pre-show match on Sunday, as well as pre-show matches for the Cruiserweight Championship and the mixed tag match from SmackDown between Rusev and Lana taking on Almas and Vega. We then backstage see Roman Reigns walking around when the B team roll up celebrating. Excited, Reigns looks on with an eyebrow. Coughlin continues on his way. And then we see McIntyre and Ziggler bring the contract back, and Dolph asks about Rollins being entitled to a corner man, and Angle says that's standard, but he could take it out and send Drew to the back too. Ziggler says it's fine, none of it matters, and Rollins isn't going to be here to sign it anyways. And then Roman comes out, gets on the microphone, says the usual stuff we've heard how many times over the past few months. Brock's not a defending champion. I can't stand Brock, blah, 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 blah. We've heard that stuff how many times? I'm not going to repeat it again. Paul Heyman comes out. He says it's a new day to borrow a line from SmackDown, and he's going to borrow a line that really should be from the Usos, who are the future of the tag team division, and Roman is the purported future for the Universal title. Reigns wants to make history. Why wait till Sunday? He can make it tonight. He walks up and reveals and says unless and Roman can't beat Brock unless Heyman telling him each and every one of Lesnar's dirty big secrets. He can do that. Heyman in his corner, knowing a guaranteed, not a prediction, but a spoiler that he'll beat Brock on Sunday and become Universal Champion. Roman says he knows it all. He doesn't need his insight or tools, and he still claims he beat Brock in Saudi Arabia. No, he didn't. You just speared him through a steel cage. You didn't beat him in an actual match. You're going to be wrestling this Sunday. You never have, and so we already know you can't beat him. So now we're supposed to believe there's some underdog hero going to go overcome him on Sunday. Nope, don't care at all. And it would have ended a lot quicker than that if it wasn't for Heyman. Paul admits that he's guilty as charged, no excuses, and hopefully the sins of his father won't be visited on his children. But he's not here to talk about the past. We're talking the future. What we put out after he slays Brock at SummerSlam, he pretty much puts over the fact that that they can be partners. Roman won't cooperate. Heyman asks us to imagine what he does his usual thing, says he's the advocate for Roman Reigns. Small smile goes on Roman's face, and Heyman extends his hand. The crowd's into it, but Roman admits he's trying, but he says it's not good enough. He's been groomed from a young age to this business to spot the sharks and avoid the drowning sharks. And then, of course, Heyman tried handing Paul a piece of paper, and then while Roman's looking at it, Paul starts spraying Roman with pepper spray, and then after he's blinded, Brock comes out and just hits a couple knees on him and hits an F5. So, and of course, the announce team is going nuts, like, oh my God, he's attacking him! Roman Reigns been blinded! We all know you're just trying to make Roman, still look like he could have been a badass to beat him up, but I was not buying into it. All I'm going to say is just get this over with. Put the belt on Roman. The only thing I just ask for, if you're going to do a cash-in, whether it is Braun Strowman, whether if Kevin Owens somehow wins the briefcase, no matter what, all I ask is do not try to make it look like the heist of the century. Have one of them win and then do the freaking cash. And even though also remember, Braun Strowman has apparently, said he will track down Brock Lesnar when he comes in, but he hasn't confronted him once. There's been no tease of any cash-in on Brock Lesnar from Braun Strowman. So again, just man, and also, then we have the Authors of Pain and Mojo Rawley taking on Bobby Roode and Titus Worldwide. Why? Filler, don't care. Bobby Roode hits a glorious DDT on Mojo for a victory. Then we have Medics attending to Roman Reigns, and then they had a video package afterwards for Jim the Anvil Neidhart, which was excellent. And it was made official for the B team and the Revival for the pre-show was made official, and then we get, of course, the rest of the match is filled in as well. Then we got Sasha Banks and the Riot Squad. I mean Sasha Banks and Ruby Riot. Match wasn't too bad. Again, Ruby Riot getting singles matches aren't that bad an idea, since I do think Ruby Riot's a good talent on her own. She doesn't need Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, but the match happened, of course. Right. Well, Sasha had some sick looking dive though. I remember on Sarah Logan towards the end of the match. That wasn't too bad. But then unfortunately, because of the distractions, Sasha Banks lost. I mean, she did also have a moment where her hand got stuck in the steel steps and Ruby kind of attacked it, which wasn't too bad there. So I'll give the match a little bit of juice. It was an okay match, but it just the whole idea for the great Sasha Banks and Bayley feud, just is in the trash now. So it's done. We're getting women's tag titles, and it's going to be clear up even more. So that happened there. Didn't care about the match. Pretty much that happened. Backstage, we see Kurt sweating, and a crew member comes up and tells him there's no sign of Seth Rollins. Corbin gets in his face again for waiting to make it official and says Stephanie isn't going to be happy. We know Stephanie won't be happy. telling him he has to do is make matches, and he can't even do that right. Kurt leaves, and then he's still waiting for Seth. Kurt is in the ring with the champion after the commercial for the Intercontinental Championship contract signing. He wants to talk about Paul Heyman's Nation's attack. Roman should be good for SummerSlam. He's not suspending Brock Lesnar because he wants Roman to kick his ass. Of course, once again, making us Vince McMahon going, "Oh, Kurt, go out there and, tell him how much you want Brock Lesnar to lose so bad. That way they'll cheer Roman Reigns." Don't want to talk about Roman Reigns anymore because this ending segment was good. He starts to run down Lesnar even more, but then Ziggler and McIntyre come out. They say Seth isn't coming. Time to wrap it up. And having lost one title match already, Kurt can't afford to suspend Brock and lose another. And even if Roman is blind and stumbling, Angle will prop him up to keep his job. Ziggler asks if he has to defend or not and says if he's free, he might have time to do a stand-in set. Kurt introduces Seth, but Seth does not come out. Ziggler demands he call it a forfeit for the match at SummerSlam. McIntyre says Seth's travel issues might be that he can't get away from them fast enough after all beatings they've handed out to him. Dolph says Seth was a great champion, but he can't win, so he quit. Drew agrees and says they respect Rollins, and they formed their alliance to effect change and root out complacency, which they've succeeded in that route. Again, this feud still feels weird because, it started off with Iron Man match and it's gone all backwards ever since. Well, as in, the root team is backwards. We have to reach out for a brass ring, and some of the folks in the back think if they're here, they've made it, but Rollins fought every week to prove that he's the best, so they wanted to prove they're better, and Seth is the architect of his own demise. Ziggler says Rollins' mistake was busting his ass for the fans. They love when Seth burns it down, but they forget they used to love himself stealing the show. But it's all meaningless because the second we felt slighted or disappointed, we all turned our back. We did it to Ziggler, and we'll do it to Rollins. And then the next guy, Johnny Gargano, the next guy, Matt Riddle, the next guy, Anthony Henry, the next guy, Mance Warner. For the first time in his life, someone truly has Dolph's back, not just rides his coattail, but McIntyre pushes him to outdo himself every single night. He doesn't care about any of us or stealing the show because they don't care about anything but taking over. So let's forego the conclusions and formalities, hand the contract, and make it official. It's a Seth Rollins forfeit. Angle just gives him the contract and Ziggler signs. But then out came Rollins. He said he's apologizes. We had to sit through that therapy session, but he hasn't been completely honest. He's been here for a while, but he didn't want to come out until Dolph signed the contract because he was worried he'd change his mind once he had to hear what he had to say. But the truth is, though, he was dealing with traveling issues, but they weren't his traveling issues. Mentioned the clause about having someone in his corner. Well, that was put there for a very particular reason. He's gotten sick of the 2-on-1s, which of course makes sense because, the reason why Seth is getting this rematch is our chance pretty much because, McIntyre's been, helping Dolph this entire time. So, of course, why would they have McIntyre in his corner to begin with anyways? So now Seth saw someone in his corner, and he called Drew a psychopathic Scotty, or whatever the heck it is, called him. But he says, but he's gonna have a lunatic in his corner. And of course the crowd popped. We all know what that meant. And sure enough, Dean Ambrose's music hits, the crowd pops. Ambrose comes out with this badass new look. He has, very short hair now. He has a beard going. Like, literally, I agree with Tia Couponer says. He looked like Triple H. Dean Ambrose looked like a not as, well, he looked jacked up and looked strong, but like a slimmer version of Triple H. He came out looking like a badass. The look in his face, I'm like, if they are turning him heel on Sunday and costing Rollins, or like anytime soon, it has to happen. They already got the seats planted and the look right there. And I also was interested on his shirt. It said like bring back to society or something like that, or reality or something like that. Like that could play an effect into some type of like, catchphrase for Dean if he would turn heel, which again, they should, because again, I still feel his babyface character is dead. Like what else can he do as a babyface character? And the right move to go is have him and Rollins feud with the roles reversed. Heck, have a Hell in a Cell match next month between these two. Like have the 2 Hell in a Cell matches be Hardy and Orton and Rollins and Ambrose. Because what else right now is really heading towards Hell in a Cell? They're going to have Roman Reigns' match be inside Hell in a Cell. Better not. Of course, Hell in a Cell is probably 4 hours, so you watch. They'll probably have like 4 Hell in a Cell matches. Ugh. No, thank you. But yes, anyways, they come out there, they go to the ring, they brawl. But of course, Ambrose, did most of the work, it looked like, which I'm like interesting. Is again, if you are going to have him turn on Rollins on Sunday, have him look like Ambrose looked dominating. He hit the dirty deeds on McIntyre, signed a contract, did the Shield fist bump thing to end the show. Man, it felt good to see Ambrose back again. That look, I really like that look. They need to turn him heel. And I think they already got things started with the new look, the new shirt. That catchphrase on his shirt is for real. I think, they're already planting the seeds, and Dean can easily become probably the top heel on Raw in the company, I feel, in my honest opinion. He's going to kill it. He's coming back. Do not, Raw, Vince, Road Dogg, whoever you are, do not ruin this. I'm already seeing good signs here with the new look and everything. Dean Ambrose is going to rock it as a heel whenever he finally turns, which hopefully will be on Sunday at SummerSlam. I will talk about that more when we get to my SummerSlam predictions sometime this week as well. And that is how Raw went off the air with the return of Dean Ambrose after being on the shelf for 9 months with that arm injury that he had. But it's great to see Dean Ambrose back. Let's check the live chat, of course, before we go off the air here. I'm going to kind of zoom through it. Let's see here. Let's go here. Got here. Lawrence suggests some top 10s. Roman will win Sunday. You can see Heyman going to pepper spray Roman and missing and getting Lesnar instead, and then he gets speared. Just anything to not want to see them fight again. Why WWE needs to turn Ambrose heel, and why WWE needs to replace Vince as head chairman. Not sure if I can come up with top 10s for those, but that could at least be some topic videos. But let's see here. Let's go to the bottom of my list. Some of the stuff on the more like topic videos. Why Dean Ambrose needs to turn heel, and why Vince needs to be replaced as chairman. That top 10 stars who thrive as heels and top 10 who thrive as baby faces. That's a good one. Top 10 superstars who thrive as faces. Top 10 superstars who thrive as heels. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Ambrose looks like a heel. Yes, indeed. Hope at WrestleMania 35 can get Ambrose and Rollins. Maybe. Most shocking SummerSlam moments. I kind of already did the SummerSlam moments. So, top 10 reasons why Lashley should face Lesnar instead of Roman. Maybe we can try that. Why Lashley? Starting to get tired. I did hear they are going to do a Shield reunion again. I don't know. I mean, I was fine with it last year, but I still feel like at any point this year. And also, if they do it again, and they have it be Dean Ambrose split the Shield again, and we're going to go to this big story of, the Shield get back together again. I feel like, it would kind of feel overdone, guys. I wouldn't want to see, Dean Ambrose break up the Shield. Just turn on Rollins, I feel. Lesnar gave Reigns the F5, and at least 78% of the audience screamed one more time. I heard that. He's not over, but the experiment is. You will see at SummerSlam. Just get this over with. This, as I said, top 10 WWE says ways WWE ruined great talent. Top 10 ways WWE ruined great talent. I like that one. Did you hear the crowd when Roman called Lesnar a bitch? The crowd was cheering when he was asked if they're sick of Lesnar. Well, they're sick of Lesnar, but who knows? Top 10 Vince ass kissers and top 10 stars Vince loves. Let me see here. Top 10 ass kissers, top 10 stars Vince loves. Maybe we can try that. Top 10 stars who should be a Heyman person. Good idea. Top 10 possible Heyman people. Top 10 musical moments. I missed that one. My bad. Top 10 musical moments. The best part of the match was when Matt hit a superplex on everyone. That is true. Yeah, because this could have been Matt's final match. Top 10 injuries and returns. I do have that one written down. Did you see the SpongeBob sign in the crowd with the rainbow? Actually, I did not. Top 10 stars who should be signed and who need to be released or fired. I think I had that one written down also. The B Team vs. Revival on the pre-show. And you saw that. Top 10 stars who need the win at SummerSlam this Sunday. Maybe we could try that one to squeeze. I'm not sure. I actually have a lot. Again, I'm definitely doing top 10 SummerSlams this week. My special stream. I'll try to get that one in. Lauren's liking the B Team also. Pay-per-view audience is completely different. At Raw, the audience is a combination of casual fans and hardcore fans, mostly people really cheering for Roman on these episodes. Lauren's on top of the roll. Tien got to do it while I'm hot. Definitely Lauren. SmackDown looks amazing for tomorrow. What do you guys think is the best match for the SummerSlam card? I think it's going to be Joe versus Styles and Rollins versus Ziggler. Definitely one of those. Roman promo tonight had an edge to it, though, somewhat. Yeah, I can't like when Roman says, I should have been winning the Universal title either. Becky, Charlotte, and Mel in the same ring tomorrow. Jeff returns, and Styles and Joe face-to-face. Should be interesting. I think you said it best. These are the exciting matches. You guys know Brock hasn't been pinned for 629 days. Last time he got pinned was at Survivor Series in 2016. It's been a long time. Just get this over with. I said Roman says he'll never be a Heyman guy. So much for a heel turn. I'm sorry, but Roman, even in an interview, is an ass. Seems like it. Too long. Roman refers to his turn. Yeah, and he said it even in the Chris Jericho podcast also. It's like, why if I turn heel, I'm just gonna get cheered. So why not just be me and get the reactions? I like getting just the reactions pretty much. Brock sucks. Come at me. Hopefully Brock wouldn't kick your ass, wouldn't destroy you too hard, Lord. I mean, I'd save you, but be careful. Lashley may be the next Heyman guy. Why Lashley at this point? Heyman was a great writer back in the 90s and early 2000s. Make him a writer again. I agree. We're not going to talk about spoilers here. Dakota. Braun for SummerSlam. Braun or Owen should cash in on Lesnar. That way, no more Champ Lesnar. Better happen. Well, okay. As I said before, my thing is do not try to fully, pull off the heist of Hendrick. I do not want any reason. Well, then again, I thought that was the case at WrestleMania 32, 34. I want no other reason for Brock and Roman to happen again. I'm tired of it. Just move on. Get something fresh in there. And also, even if somehow they would cash in and make the match a triple threat, pin Brock. Pin Brock. I'm tired of this protection on him. Mojo. She thinks Mojo and Bobby will happen at SummerSlam. No more matches for SummerSlam. We have enough matches for SummerSlam. No more. I'm not sure if Jim Snyder's in the Hall of Fame. For once, they do the right thing and maybe turn Roman on the Raw after SmackDown, after SummerSlam. It's the last hope for the exciting product. It is pretty much. Tian Kupar thinks KO wins the briefcase in the Universal title at SummerSlam. Wouldn't mind seeing KO get a run with the Universal title as long as they book him better than they did the last time. Yes, Ruby won. He's okay with Roman winning the belt from Lesnar, just anyone over Lesnar, pretty much. Should have been Lashley. I do agree. Could see Reigns win the belt and fireworks go off, and then out comes Owens and catches in. I'd be fine with that. It's in the trash. Boss Connection just made the list. Raw Women's Division just made the list. The Women's Division don't deserve tag titles, no offense, but the women tag matches are way too sloppy. And also, there's no depth as well. Tika gave me a thumbs up for my Vince impression. Thank you. WWE could make Sasha attack Bayley on Raw or SummerSlam. We all know it's done because her and Bayley will be the first women's tag champions. Yep, 71 subs to go, so 1,000. She thinks Becky's still going to turn heel on Charlotte before we get a main roster feud between Sasha and Bayley. Alicia Fox botch was the worst thing in the show. Yep, exactly. Seth and Dolph segment was the best part of Raw, definitely. The road to 1,000 subs. Good luck, thank you. Renee's commentary, Renee and Amber was awesome. What do you think of Asuka being added to the SmackDown Women's Title match? Makes no sense. I mean, yeah, she make the case that now that Ellsworth is gone, anybody can beat Carmella. Pretty much, who else is she going to have to run from? But wouldn't make any sense since Asuka's done nothing but lose recently. Charlotte not win. Becky will not Becky. Watch Charlotte win and not Becky. If Charlotte wins, Becky's turning heel, I'd say. Yeah, Dolph's hair is getting crazy. She's Ruby goes SmackDown Live. Just get her away from the get her away from the rest of the Riot Squad. I don't know why I lost 3 to 4 subs. People probably shouldn't get to 5,000. Definitely. He has to look like Shawn Michaels or Chris Jericho, Dolph, that is. Some days ago, yeah, I had 932, 933. I don't know why 929. HBK will always beat Betts than Dolph, but Dolph is talented, but nothing beats HBK. I agree. Charlotte could win the title at SummerSlam and turn Becky heel for a match Evolution where Becky wins the title. She'd rather see Becky turn on Charlotte. It'll make more sense. I mean, it would make sense, honestly, but then again, it's like, the crowd, I mean, again, I know, yes, the crowd can cheer on heels, but to me, it's like, the crowd wants to see Becky overcome all the odds. They would probably, just not happy with Charlotte winning a championship. But then again, I know Becky being heel more is fresh. So again, it's still just a weird situation, but at least they're trying to write some type of compelling story. Yes, definitely a heel look from Ambrose, King Larry. If Dolph was given more creative freedom, he would be better than HBK possibly. He's possibly a top 5 in ring performer still. Dean didn't get that much of a reaction because I watched it in the WWE channel. Thank you very much, Becky, to heel. You should grow out a Dean Ambrose beard. Will look badass on you. No. Sorry. Beard, not for me. I mean, the stuff grows back kind of quickly on me, but I'm not a beard person. I hate beards. That's King Larry saying that. Sorry, buddy, but no thanks. Yeah, I think Dean's going to be turning something also. Or Tommaso Ciampa beard. Nah, I'm not meant for a beard. Would you rather see Dean or Becky heel? Both. I've had a choice, definitely Dean. Again, Becky could work as a heel. I picked Dean. I think Dean was inspired by Triple H, possibly. Becky needs to stay face. She's getting pushed now. That's what Dakota says. Me too. I think I'm the only one, but I think Becky is the perfect baby face if they would book her right. I agree. Lauren missed Dean. We all miss Dean. Charlotte, yeah, I think Charlotte is on another level as a heel also. So Dakota thinks Charlotte needs more. Thinks that as well. Yay. Dean versus I lost my spot here. Dean versus Seth for the IC title, Hell in a Cell. Sure, or it could not be for the title also. Again, if Dolph retains on Sunday, I think him and Finn Balor should feud for the IC title. Dakota not saying was a perfect baby face for the underdog. He was. Yes, Dean definitely got buffed. And Jeff versus Orton for the US title, Hell in a Cell. So Dean versus Seth for the IC title. Wouldn't be too bad of a mid-card match, I think. The B Team versus Revival could be good if given the right amount of time. I agree. I wish the laugh she got added too. Again, so unfair. Lauren's getting tired. She's nice reviews. See you tomorrow, guys. Sweet dreams. See you next time. Vince loves Jeff. He said he's one of his favorites. It's large injuries at work, apparently. I just think Owens should get the briefcase. Braun does. Yeah, I agree. Braun doesn't need it. The briefcase, I agree. Yeah, Balor and Corbin is happening on Sunday. I don't like Alicia Fox either. Tia Kumar said, Dakota said he lost. I mean, Tia Kumar said he lost 10 subs last week. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't have happened to you, buddy. You didn't deserve that. But guys, thank yourself in the live chat, but it's getting late. I've had a long day. I'm tired. I'm going to get to bed. I have just a really, really busy week this week with my YouTube content and just a lot of other things going on I got to take care of this week as well. Nothing bad. It's just a lot on my plate this week. So I'm going to sign out, get some rest. Let's go through the polls here on Twitter really quick here. Just 2 votes for grade. One person said A. Everyone said B. I was close to giving this Raw a B-, but then some of the matches I thought were just meh, where they were. So I'm giving this Raw a C+, like a 79%. I give it a C+ for final grade. Last few comments. How good do you think Jefferson Orton Hell in a Cell for the U.S. title? Do you think it'll make the title relevant again? It definitely could. Everybody's checking out. Larry's giving Raw a C. I'm giving Raw a C+ again. But thank you guys again for joining me in the live chat as always. Again, I'm sorry this is late. Had other things going on tonight. And yeah, so I'll be back up here live. So I'm planning for the rest of the week. I'll do my SmackDown Live review tomorrow, 2:05 live, maybe. Also tomorrow, I'm not Wednesday morning. One of those days NXT review also Wednesday. One of those days I'll do my NXT Takeover, Brooklyn 4 predictions and my SummerSlam predictions. Thursday, of course, will probably be my special live stream, which will be my top 10 best and worst SummerSlams of all time. And then I don't know if I'll get any more odds and ends here and there thrown in there as well. But now listen up closely, guys, and I mean this. I'm serious. I am not going to be able to watch TakeOver on Saturday because I have to work an 11-hour gig, and I'm going to be getting home very late. So I will not be able to watch TakeOver. Sunday, I have several things going on before SummerSlam. So I don't think I'll be able, I might be able, not be able to watch it that day also. So there's a good chance I will not be able to watch TakeOver until Monday. So I ask you guys, please do me a huge favor. No spoilers. Don't send me any spoilers at all whatsoever. I'm dead serious. TakeOvers, blow me out of my mind all the time. I do not want anything spoiled. I want to be able to watch the show as if I knew nothing happened. That's what I want to do. I'm going to be shutting off all alerts on my phone. I'm not going to be checking Twitter at all. I just want to be surprised. I'm probably not going to do live reactions when I get to watch it because, again, I'm probably going to be spaced out and whatnot. I'm not sure what match I'd really do live reactions for. The last man standing match with Gargano and Ciampa would be pretty good to do it. But then again, I would rather see Hell in a Cell because I feel like last man standing is still just kind of similar, just another street fight type thing to what they've already done. But so again, no spoilers, please, for TakeOver. Don't say anything about TakeOver. But I will do the review after I do watch TakeOver. So expect the SummerSlam review first before the TakeOver for a review. But I will be doing my predictions this week for both shows as well. Yeah, thank you, King Larry, because he won't ruin it. Yes, I will definitely let you know for sure. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking in. I'm going to sleep. I've been live for almost an hour now. I'm checking out, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you guys, in about 20 hours so from SmackDown Live. So, guys, I will see you guys then. Have a good night, everybody, and peace out, everybody.